Welcome to the Retail Diary, brought to you by LevelUp Limited. I'm Beau, founder and consultant at LevelUp. We're here to help businesses move with strategic clarity, operational focus, and sustainable growth. At LevelUp, we believe in success is built by learning through action, executing with intention, inquiring deeply, and fostering smart and open collaboration. That's the foundation behind everything we do. That's the mindset I bring to every episode of this show. The Retail Diary is your resource for making sense of today's retail landscape, cutting through noise, digging into real-world data, helping leaders transform insights into action. In each episode, I'll break down market shifts, consumer behavior trends, operational best practices, and strategic positional moves, all designed to help you bridge the gap between vision and execution in your business. Retail isn't static, neither are we. If you're serious about leveling up your strategy, your operations, and your results, you're exactly where you need to be, because clarity drives action and action drives growth. Today we're talking about navigating the new retail era. It's a change. Post-Pandemic Rebound. Different economic drivers, competitive reset. It's not just bouncing back at this point. It's reshaping itself faster, smarter future. Consumer confidence is bouncing back, driving retail spending. As inflation cools, they continue to work on it, and it continues to mitigate as it's shaken out. Shoppers are more inclined to spend money. The report, most recent retail report, indicated still positive consumer spending, which is a strong illustration of what consumers are thinking, consumers are doing. E-commerce, omnichannel strategies are driving retail growth. It's through the e-commerce. Gen Z and millennials leaning heavily towards online shopping. Being able to satisfy the demand for online shoppers is going to be essential and will continue to be. I worked retailer adopting the process through the pandemic, and that's when it took a major shift from the way business was conducted. It still existed. People were buying things online. It's been a thing for a while, but obviously the pandemic really put a drive on that when low interaction exchanges became a fundamental part of what everyone was doing. Those who adopted to it capitalized on it. Well, that was just the start. And how are you adopting? And so here's the thing: is when I saw Walmart behemoth. Look, Walmart is 6.4% of the market share, which is $477 billion in revenue. That's a lot. For comparison, the trade deficit is a third of that we're challenging. So Walmart is its own sovereign nation by its own accord. Amazon takes up 3% of the market share at 223 billion, and then the rest of the market shakes out to 6.7 trillion. So those two companies own 10% of the market. What are those? Walmart's huge. and this is just from the standpoint I'm taking that I saw Walmart adopt very quickly to an online demand. And obviously it still maintains its growing, but the immediacy that I saw structures get put up for online shoppers, dedicated parking, dedicated covered parking, just almost as fast as it became understood that this is the way the market and this is what the customers demanded. And they made the adjustment. They're Johnny on the spot. They're there. So it's impressive that an operation that size can make that adoption, because on the flip side, and I imagine in the annual reports for those years that it was discussed and it was a high expense item. Smaller businesses, mid-sized businesses weren't able to adopt that quickly. Amazon, I mean, that's Amazon's game. It is. I didn't think. I knew Walmart. I'm pretty sure Walmart, biggest company on the planet, has been for a long time. It's a stalwart company, even through distressed economic times. Walmart does good when the economy is good. Walmart does good when the economy is not good, because it's still Walmart. You get some fishing tackle at Walmart, and it's a great deal. Always. Those are the big dogs. This is today. This is 2025. This is April 2025. The sector is still growing at 2.2% from 2025. That's steady. There's a bit of a downtrend in employees, but the forecasted uptrend, 25 to 2030, there's 3 million businesses that fall under the category of retail trade in the U.S. It's big. They're shopping on e-commerce. What is your business doing to adopt to the e-commerce? Because the follow-up is, what is your business doing to adapt to artificial intelligence? That's the buzzword. E-commerce was the buzzword at one point, but now it's artificial intelligence. How are you adapting? How are you employing it? I think it's funny, or it's strange, or it's interesting. Been to conferences and seminars where the question is inevitably brought up: how is this going to change? How is it going to change everything? It's so dynamic. It's pretty underwhelming, the responses that we've heard. Largely related to it's going to help us with emails. I sure hope it does that, I guess, as a minimum. But its capacity to eliminate waste in time spent doing things that just don't need to be done anymore. Like copy paste, video editing, SEO for the website. It's not like it doesn't exist anymore. It's all still there. AI doesn't. AI takes jobs. Sure. I mean, we're more efficient. It's called innovation. The internet took jobs. The automobile took jobs away from the horseshoe maker. But now it makes some very powerful opportunities available to uh, you know, smaller entrepreneurs, smaller businesses. Smaller businesses can act big. Smaller businesses can have access to great depths of information. The the cloud computing space offers data insights and training models for machine learning that just know the things you can take away. And that, you take these reports from, for example, you have an IBIS World Report, and it's got tons of data. Data's thick. It is. It's dense, and that's prevents a lot of people from digging into it. But it's not something that you can ignore. It is the opportunity. If you don't put A and B together, then you're missing the outlook. You're missing the opportunity. And I think a lot of people are good at what they do, but I think it's overwhelming to try to tackle. And it's certainly. And I was thinking about it today. I was talking to a friend, and he said it's the learning curve would be so steep to learn everything. It changes every day, and it does. That's and that's something to, I guess, consider. But I look at it every day. I use it every single day. I use like 5, 10 different platforms. Feels like 100 different hands, but the learning curve from, I don't know how you'd visualize this, but you take the learning curve from 0 to where it currently is now, like what it takes to learn that, and what it takes to continue to learn and evolve every single day. Like the gap to get up to speed isn't like you have to start 5 years ago and learn all the things from 5 years ago. AI makes it more accessible. Now, it's I'll say that it makes things more accessible. You still got to know what you're doing, though. You can only get so far without. If you ask the wrong questions, you're going to go in the wrong direction. And it's a powerful tool. It is what you make of it, just like so many things in life. It can take you places, though, and it puts you at risk. And I think that's the overwhelming piece to it, is it has the capacity to do these things. And so the people that are working with it and using it for emails, and that's great. That's good. Microsoft has done an all right job. I think actually a decent job. I mean, they integrate with all their systems, and many businesses are so entwined with the Microsoft system that Copilot just weaves into a bunch of that. And that's the thing, is GPT or Copilot or Gemini, it's accessible in that you just chat with it. then you can also tell it to code 50 pages of code, and it's going to knock out something that you would have 5 years ago, 10 years ago, but it needed a PhD in information technology, computer systems, in 10 years to put together. And it does it. That's the thing, is it'll put together something that'll wreck the machine. But you work in the environments like Azure and AWS. Those are, if you run an e-commerce store and you have latency issues, if you have downtime, if it eliminates these things, is because the redundancies are available and the security risks and the compliance and everything it's so rigid. That's what we got for today. We're going to come back to it. The opportunities, we got more insights. Just the AI is the hot topic. E-commerce, omnichannel strategies still drive growth. How are you serving your customers? How are you meeting your customers where they're at? I'll see it on the next one. Thanks for joining me on the Retail Diary. Stay sharp, lead with intention, and as always, keep leveling up. Thanks for joining me on the Retail Diary. Stay sharp, lead with intention, and as always, keep leveling up.